Just hold on, I'm coming home. Yeah, man. We here, we back. Hey, if you're hearing this, man, it's too late. It's already a movement in this space. Try not to be on that much long. I don't even think nobody gonna come on this. It's gonna be real quick. Oh, somebody just pulled up in the building. But when it come down to it, man, this space can only do, you know, destruction or rebuild, one or the other. Either we're gonna destroy the whole narrative is being put out, or we're gonna rebuild, new structure, new form. To a degree, man, we gotta figure out what we wanna do. I mean, I see it and I hear it from a lot of people in this space, man. They trying to change, because the old way of thinking and the old way that been going, that's dead. People change with time. Some people just don't change at all. But to the degree, man, it's far more beefs are starting to emerge because of the same, talking rhetoric. I guess I never try to get into all that, man. Why do you think I'm starting to break away more and do about finance, man? I'm really on par about just really pushing finance, man. Trying to, do the bill part because the destruction has already been made. I play a part in it every once in a while with a little chaos on people's channel, these little sneak diss and beefs and stuff. But in the end, that's not my lane. I don't even, really get down like that to a degree, man. I'm just, dude, just don't chill, man. I'm trying to, you know, go through these channels, listen, gain some knowledge, and move on. Eat the meat, spit out the bone. I'm always pushing that, man. Knowledge yourself, figure out what you want to do, and obtain the goals for yourself, man. Don't be motivated by nobody if they not giving you actual results. And to an extent, I kind of see where these young guys going with this old head talk, because guys want young men to mold as if they were them, but that's not the case. You can't. I've grew so to the point where, like, I was having a conversation with a guy offline. I was telling him that, if my son, I didn't go to college, but my oldest went to college. He's about to finish, and that's the thing. You always want your child to be better and brighter than you. To the degree he still ain't learned that much, but when he get to my age or even close, he probably should be excelled on it. There's certain things he's not gonna grasp the concept of, certain street life, because he's not privy to that. He didn't get in possess, he didn't possess that capability to, be out here wilding and around in the streets. So that side he's not gonna come from that. And it ain't no thing in glorifying the streets, man. Ain't no thing in glorifying the street life. Ain't no thing in glorifying just anything that's not positive to the degree, man. You hear about all these rappers and stuff talking about shooting and selling drugs. Booster said it best. Half of us, man, we just rapping. We ain't doing all that stuff no more. And for the ones that are doing it, I mean, you basically giving the police a reference to pull up there all the stuff. Like, I seen a episode of CSI, and then on the episode of CSI, they had what, drill music, talking about Chi-Town area, and they were going in saying that when it come down to it, a lot of the drill music, are pretty much guys coming in telling what they did. I popped the guy, pulled his chain off, and I'm wearing the chain in the video to represent, hey, hello, and I'm like, crazy. But like I said, back to the program, man. I'm just trying to get guys informed about money. I'm trying to get guys, and ladies. Like I said, my channel is based on men and women. If I'm gonna get the women grief, I'm gonna sure give the fellas grief, because no man walking or probably in these YouTube streets are 100%. We flawed. Everybody's flawed, men and women. To the degree if you tell me a story about how bad a woman treated a man so horribly, I can tell you a story about how a man treated a woman so horribly, vice versa. You know, if you tell me a story about something good, I can tell you something about something good from opposite sex and the bad from opposite sex. You know, we all walking this thin line as if the gender talk is righteous, man. It's big business. I keep telling people, man, when it come down to the division in the community, that is big business. This gender talk, man, it's probably gonna roll off of this YouTube streets because they want to clean it up. They on a Walt Disney approach to where they're having TV now. How are you gonna get a group of people to come on here and get information and TV and be entertained, but you're promoting a lot of the negative entertaining and the racism that's behind a lot of rhetoric and stuff. To an extent, it's a form of racism for most guys on these panels, man, and ladies, man. I mean, like harsh. That's why I'm like, I'm trying to move away from all that stuff, man. I'm like, I've been saying that, man. Like, my thing is, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm married, but my campaign to this space and contribution is to show 16 years of marriage, you know, and that's the key. That some guy can look at my relationship and say, well, I don't like these women, but I'm gonna go find a woman like he did, you know. Uh, Dang, I forgot she changed her name. No, it's some Karen, Korean, not Karen. Yeah, that's her name. She'll be but, because she Jamaican. My wife Jamaican. But the point, I'm not telling no guy to marry a Jamaican woman. I'm telling you, go where you're happy. You know, even with the women, go where you're happy. Marry who you want to marry. It ain't in. I mean, this thing about race loyalty. Toya had a great show, with her mom up there. It wasn't even about no race loyalty. She just liked the look of black men. That's why she dealt with black men. If you like the look and the standard to a degree with certain when it comes to white women or white men, that's your preference. Go where you're happy because in the end, you're gonna have to stay with that person for the rest of your life when you marry them and make that commitment. See, that's the thing. A lot of people not committing to long-term relationships. You know, we hear it all the time in the space. Man, you get married, man, it's gonna be a headache, man. These women are gonna do this, these women are gonna do that. You know, Stingray Cool in the building. What's going on, man? I didn't catch your earlier screen, man. I gotta go back and look at it, man. Sir, man, y'all knocking me off. I don't even really announce people, man. I just had y'all name and I keep going on my screen, man. Y'all gonna make me lose focus on what I've been talking about. But the issue at hand, man, about money. Real deal. We be over there chopping it up. Lonzo pull up on us. Guys is talking key business podcast. Be over there talking about the money team, man. It's just the growth process, man. The older you get, you don't want to be that dude that's beating a dead horse for years, man, talking about this same topic. Understand, you figure out what's going on and you move different. You know, there's a lot of people that get into the business of, learning different little hacks and stuff like that. And let's take the credit thing. There's a lot of people that know how to run credit. Shout out to Real Deal. Y'all need to go over there and sub to him. He do credit repair. He even teach you on the channel. You know, book a consultation. He works with you with the consultation. People hear the money side, but the point of it is, the main reason why a lot of people make you pay consultations because it shows that you're serious about it. That's when you put your money where your mouth is. When you start yelling free, people think they got all the time in the world to, get at you and mess with you. There's a lot of people I give information to, and I tell them, be like, yeah, man, take this and run with it. They don't run with it. That's on them. You know, I had a real estate guy. I'm gonna bring him back on again, talking about housing. But the main thing is this: like, we need to get past this old way of thinking. When the point of people start learning the house credits and hacking and buying houses, they moved the goalposts. And guess what everybody did once they moved the goalposts? They found another way to still, do their house things. I know people that do scamming and stuff like that back in the day, to where they was I think, like, boosting and stuff. And they were saying, yeah, man, we used to boost this way, but they changed up the I guess the scanners or something, I don't know. But they changed up where the alarm go off, and we had to start doing this and doing this and doing that to steal. But we just had to learn, when so many people got caught, a different way of doing it till we found a better way of doing it. That's the criminal's intent always. If you don't want to do stuff legally, you find multiple ways of doing it that fits you better, and to the degree of it work. Even with the legal process, you know, there's a lot of people that was doing food stamps, and, well, I don't even go that way. But there's a lot of legal stuff that which everybody was taking advantage of certain grants from the government. They found out. They said there's too many, people taking advantage of these grants. We're gonna make it harder for people to get grants. Guess what they did? People just wised up, learned the ways, and still got grants, but they just knew they had to change up the way they were doing it. You know, there's a lot of companies, give money, grants to small business, give money to, you just got to go look for them, be informed. That's why I'm always telling you, I'm trying to be around people that know things, so I can know. I might not be the smartest person in the room, but I might be around the smartest people. I'm going to socialize with smart people. I'm going to deal with people of some type of knowledge. Me and Roger had this talk about building a house, man. When it come down to it, dude, I'm learning all these trades. Just picking up a little bit about electrician work, learning how to wire, outlets and stuff. Um, learn about plumbing, learn about, been woodwork is easy, man. All you need is a tape measure. G even told you that. G said straight out, he went and got a job at Home Depot. He learned from an old guy back in the day teaching them how to use tape measures. You know, that's the key. Just simple little handy stuff that you learn. I mean, Gold Professor just stepped in the building. He put together a um a patio. I would call it like an awning or shade tent for his I think his godmom, he was saying. And he put that thing up, and when I looked at it, I said, man, that thing ain't gonna stand. No, Professor did that, man. He got his tools out, went out there, and he always talking about about the business and the money. He went out there, put it together, and he got paid for it from the family. But the point of it was, if he didn't know certain, tools to actually, get the job done, know what a flathead, know what a Phillip head. No, he had to use Allen keys. You know, to a degree, you're gonna be out there uh duct tape and duct taping on gorilla glue. That's the only way to keep it up, because you lost the screws. You don't know what screw go, what if you don't know what an Allen key is, and all you have is a flathead and a Phillip head and some pair of pliers. That's like the poor man's toolbox right there. Flathead, Phillip head, and a pair of pliers. Like I said, I'm trying not to shout out people, but y'all are coming in and got channels. I'm gonna do a channel review. Red Lipstick Bob, I always come over there and support you. I'm gonna do a channel review, man. I'm gonna I'm gonna start doing channel reviews on people, man, trying to get people informed on other people's channel. And I'm gonna check you out. But matter of fact, I'm gonna screenshot you now so I can come back over and check. Because like I said, I like supporting people channel, man. I really do take the time out, and even if I'm in the building for probably about 5 minutes, coming in there laughing and joking, I shout out your channel, man. I'm always trying to be in the building and support as many channels as I can, because a lot of people want to grow, man. Miss V, and it's something time, I forgot her name, but they got a support channel on Saturdays. Miss V, make this go viral. You know their channel. They support a lot of channels. You might want to go over there. You can get some subs. They have they criminal, I call criminal intent. They talk about a lot of crimes and a lot of stories of missing people. They give good information. Like I said, I'm gonna do a review on a lot of channels. They're gonna be in there. You know, Absalom, what it do, man? Absalom Pianki TV, and you already know we here, Miss Captain and friends. See, y'all get me back on my. I'm trying to stay focused on my message. When I start saying names, I can't really get into the program of what I'm, trying to do. Because, like I say, I get off topic when I start looking at people's names, start shouting them out, you know. And when it comes down to it, Money Man, what's going on, Mike? Ah, but I'm gonna get back to my regular scheduled program. But like I say, when it come down to it, it's either you're gonna build or destroy in this space. I was talking to my wife. She was telling me how a YouTuber, she keeps her hair natural, and every now and then she gets braids, and people were clowning her about her head being raggedy, to the point where she's walking away from YouTube for a minute because she mad at people coming at her about her hair. I'm like, yeah, you gotta have tough skin to a degree in this space, you know. Like, I got this one troll that always troll me. I think we so-called made up, but who knows? But when it come down to it, like, he can keep trolling. Like, I ain't got no beef with him, And if he always talking about helping brothers and stuff like that, he see where I'm coming from. Like, him trolling is not really good for me or good for him. It's disservice to the space. I mean, I'm not leaving. I got tough skin. Like I said, I'm a big dude, man. I carry weight, which I'm about to lose. Yeah, man. I already done lost like 20 some pounds, man. Hey, go professor. It ain't cause I'm eating celery sticks. We've been talking. Me and Go Professor been talking. My wife told me I can't get no bite because I've been seeing Bella Gold P bite, and I'm like, man, I want me a bite. Now I already told him I started my little vegan diet for the new year. Now he's talking about he's conforming me to the green side, the veggie side. People didn't catch that and everything. But yeah, man. But when it come down to it, like I say, I'm just trying to get the information, get people hooked on, trying to get their credit right. You can't be 50, 60 years old, still running around talking about how somebody did you wrong in the third grade and you ain't got nothing to show for it. You 60 some years old staying with your mama and you ain't had no setback. Come on, man. You need to do better in life. You know, I understand we have situations. I mean, to a degree, if you stand with your mom to kind of help her out or something, I get that. But you just this old and you ain't got yourself together, and this why me, this victim mentality. A lot of people gotta come to the realization that they did some wrong in their life and they gotta hold themselves accountable. You can't keep saying that everybody around you is treating you wrong, doing you wrong, and you ain't holding no accountability for yourself. When you go to pull the trigger and you shoot somebody, you gotta own that. Even though if that person did you wrong or if that person robbed you and you just robbed them back and you shot them, and you got to have yourself accountable that yes, I did what I did in reaction, but point blank I did what I did because I wanted to do it. I came to the conclusion that this was something I did in the haste of the moment. I didn't want to do it, but I did it. Somebody slap you, you slap them back, and y'all commence to fighting. You got to commit to, I didn't like how he slapped me, so I responded by fighting back. That's own up what you did. You know, a lot of people don't own up. I had some fault in the relationship. Yeah, yeah, um, she broke up with me, or he broke up with me, but I did a little cheating, or maybe I wasn't the best, best of boyfriend or best of girlfriend at that time. I grew towards the end of the relationship, and it gets to a degree. Some people grow out of these relationships, financial wise. You have some people that on a high level of finance to the point where they're saving and putting things aside, building, while the other person is just spending everything in sight. Man, I gotta go get this new PlayStation. Oh man, I gotta go get some rims for my car. Oh man, I gotta go get this new weed. Oh man, I gotta go, like, on both ends. Like, you gotta have a balance. Me and my wife, we were just discussing for the new year. She was mad at me because she wanted to go shopping, and I told her, I was like, "What we talked about?" She was like, "Yeah, but that's my comfort." But you right, easy. You know, she was trying to get at me because I bought I think I bought the Oculus and I bought a Xbox game. I'm like, the Xbox game, yeah, that was my thing I wanted to give to the boys. But I'm like, their uncle bought them that Oculus. I just bought it now because they were sold out before Christmas. Like, I'm staying to the mission. I'm trying not to, spend that much money, put some more stuff aside. We planning on getting another house, and that's the thing. The only way to do that is properly saving and, putting things in order, you know. Ism with the wisdom. What's going on, man? What we doing? What we here? Told y'all, man, y'all gotta stop, man. Y'all keep coming in here. I keep shouting out names and stuff, man. Is, man, when we gonna have the business talk, man? Real deal finances in the building right now. You need to grab his link so we can have this business talk. Cause you want the business to come to your channel, man. Real deal right here. This the guy right here. I know we was talking about this. We was gonna do the money talk. But when it comes down to it, man, like I keep saying, have an understanding of, what you want out of life, knowledge of self. We getting old. I mean, I've already told my wife, and I don't have a problem with getting old because old to me is showing the structure of wisdom. Man, yeah, the fix. Hey man, Jay, what's going on, man? Hey y'all, for all y'all don't know, I gotta shout out Gerald, man. I think Gerald was supposed to be the villain in YouTube for me. Gerald is my villain on YouTube, man. And we became best of friends. It's like, it's like the good and the bad. I don't know which I call Gerald the bad, but Gerald really good though. We just had a misunderstanding, but that's a solid brother right there, man. He all the way out there in the ice scopes of Canada, you know. Hey, Gerald, go get a snowball and throw it at somebody for me up there. But yeah, man, I just like on point, just having fun, man. Just having fun, man. Just thinking about money. I keep pushing this life insurance with Alonzo because it's the key, man. In a couple of years, you got to figure out, you got life insurance. If you marry, there you go. You setting it up. I talk about this all the time. If I die right now, my wife is taken care of. I ain't got to worry about nothing. No, I ain't look, guys. Oh, you gonna just give her all this money and she gonna be, going after some other dude? I don't care. I'm dead, bro. My wife is an introvert anyway. She likes staying to herself. She likes her own. She always talks about her peace. I'm the outgoing person. She likes peace. She likes her quietness. She stays to herself, you know. And but my kids won't have to move. And if my kids are moving, they're moving into another house in which she's buying. And I told her specific instructions. You can go buy another house, but pay this one off too. You know, pay this one off and rent this one out. Then go get another house. Or if you can get into it. I've been telling her about this, been trying to do the setup. Sir, man, I haven't seen you in a minute this year. But I've been telling her to start looking at apartments and condos. Like I just was dealing with a guy who had four units, in Brookhaven. I was doing some work for him, and he ended up selling the four units for $1,200. I mean, not 1,200. I'm sorry, 1.2 mil. And with the 1.2, man, it was on point. Yeah, but the crazy part is when it comes down to it, those four units in Brookhaven, at minimum, he can get about $3,000 a month. I mean, minimum, I would say 2,500. Minimum 2,500. The guy can get probably close to 4,500 a month because it's in a good area, it's secluded, and the property sits alone, and there's room for actually building two more or possibly four more units on the property. It's just all about the zoning and stuff like that. But yeah, man. I mean, the crazy part, we're coming into this year, we need to focus more on trying to get our finances in order. Like I said, if anything happened to me, my wife ain't got to worry. She ain't got to move unless she want to move. I already know it takes me and her income to run this wheel. But basically, we specifically bought this house for a reason, to the point in which if one person lose their job, we can still live here no problem. You can get in and out of jobs and get a little money to pay the bills, or just one income can solely, be responsible for paying majority of the major bills. You just cut back on the little small mediocre stuff, and life still goes on until that other person find a job, or catch that niche or do whatever. But I didn't want to go after the three, 400, $500,000 houses, because you'll have to look at it from this standpoint. I'm not in the rat race with people to try to benefit them and make the Joneses to a degree look good. My last name not Jones. So the biggest thing with me is having reliable vehicles. I mean, I showed you guys my pickup truck, a 98 regular cab Dodge Ram. I got a 2010 uh Dodge Ram. The point of my 98, it's a clunker. It's old, beat up, got dents in there and all that stuff. It drives like a champ though. I paid $20 a year for my registration. 20, 20, a 98. Insurance, what, probably running about less than $100 because I got liability. It's still right here. They hit this, they car getting towed up. So when it come down to it, I don't have to, like, it's not appeasing to me to try to show off like, yeah, man, I'm in this, 2020 nice pickup truck. I'm on this BMW. Why am I buying this stuff to impress somebody? You know, like I told my wife, I can go out there and get her a Mercedes all day, but the point of it is, who's gonna keep up with the maintenance? The insurance on those cars are more expensive. The registration is more expensive. You're paying to look a certain way. I don't see why I should pay extra, just basically to show this facade of me having money. Those cars come with a level of prestige, but at the same time, it shows you got a little more money because you're actually. Also, you did change your channel, man. Yeah, but it comes with you having a little more, you know. I'm gonna have to go sub over there. Let me check this real quick. That's that's crazy. Kick myself off. I'm up there trying to look into something and kick myself off. But yeah, man, when it come down to it though, I mean, thinking about the money, like we getting older, we should be teaching our kids. And it's funny. It was this incident happened this weekend. I might talk about it later though. But I mean, it was just funny how the incident turned out. I was trying to teach somebody something regarding money and making their life a little better, and they were promoting me to, teach it to my kids instead of them. I was laughing. Oh man, I'm like, why does it matter where the information is coming? As long as you're getting the benefit from it. But yeah, man. When it come down to it, having the proper, knowledge and knowing where to kind of, fitting the narrative of, educating yourself. So, I mean, I guess it's gonna be me beating a dead horse because, like I said, I don't want to be in this space and find out some of these guys die and no life insurance, taking care. I mean, just even getting yourself to be buried. That's the key. You know, whether you have kids or not, man, you want to leave some for your kids, you can leave some for them. But other than that, get a death insurance. Make sure you bear. I mean, guys in the military, take advantage of you getting a free plot and a tombstone when you die. All somebody got to do is just do the burial arrangements. I found that out with my uncle. People was in the military. You know, when it come down to it, it's a lot of stuff that a lot of people not knowing in the military about the housing. I talked about that on Underrated channel, the Grinded number one Grinded channel. I talked about that on his channel about military guys not taking advantage of. You got these VA loans to where you easily can walk in the door of your house with no money down, no closing costs than most of people. Most people in this and who weren't in the military, they got to come up. All you need in the military basically is bare minimum standard. Have a decent credit score and able to pay, which the banks they that's the main two things that they need just to approve you. Is have a decent credit score and have enough money to provide for the house that you're trying to buy. Like all the other stuff with putting down payment, putting closing costs, you don't need that. It's good that you can pay it. It'll lower down your rate, but you know, you lower down your payments and stuff like that. But you don't need it. You can refinance. Guys in the military need to learn this stuff, man. It's the guys in the military need to take advantage. All the disability offers that they have. And that's the key thing. Appreciate that, Mike. But a lot of guys got to take advantage of this stuff, man. Like you literally stood the test of time, and I commend guys. My dad was in the military. Shout out to all the guys that serve. And for people, man, your family, take advantage of Navy Federal. A lot of people who parents was in the military, family members, you get these Navy Federal. they're implementing a credit system within their bank to the point where they're going to be grading you on like the money you have in your account coming in, and payments and stuff, with to a degree. If you have a card through them, your payment structure, they're going to give you a loan approved based on that. They're not going off the old credit standard to a degree because they see that everything is moving different. You can say one thing, but money don't lie. If you're not paying your bills and they can look in your credit, I mean, they can look in your account and see you're paying your bills on time. They can look in your account and see, like, far as the old past credit history and up until now. Navy Federal is talking about doing a whole different way of banking. People need to take advantage of. I mean, busy business loans and stuff. I'm setting up my paperwork and everything, far as doing some stuff with them as well. You know, articles of incorporation to get your LLC through the state, EIN number through IRS.gov, all free. The articles of incorporation, I don't know, in different state vary, but in Georgia it's $150. Um, Dealing with a virtual office when you're going into get the bank, get the bank account and stuff. Virtual offices are better approvals for when you try to do conduct getting business credit, lines of credit, and getting credit cards. Because if they see that you're investing in your business, far as getting an office, they see you're taking this business serious. That's what I was talking about, booking consultations. If the bank is gonna give you money because they see that you're spending money to make money, they're gonna take you serious. That's why most guys ask for consultations, because you're going to be serious, because this is your money you're paying and giving to this person. So you're wanting results. You're wanting results, you know. And when it come down to it, you got to have an understanding of how you want to move anyway. You know, there's a lot of people. It's Real Deal talked about this with Tasha K owning property. You know, and it wasn't in her name. She had a CPA. I mean, what is it? CPN. You know, and when it comes down to it, man, you literally gotta have an understanding of how you want to move, man. Like, I'm 39, about to be 40 at the end of this, like towards the end of this year. I'm be 40, shouting. My thing is this: I'm getting older. What are the things that I'm gonna have to put in play for my kids? What are the things I'm holding myself accountable for? As far as going into my older years. Who knows what's gonna happen with Social Security? That's why I talk about getting money, putting it in life insurance. You can cipher the money out much as you want, pay yourself back, be the bank. Waka Flocka talked about this, taking $1 million, putting it into a life insurance policy, and borrow money off of it when he need money instead of going to the bank. In home banking. There's a lot of little clips of videos I'm gonna be start pushing out, talking about moving money and dealing with money. It's bad to keep trying to push it, but for those who are willing to learn, they're gonna learn. Who those who are not, it's not for you. It's not for you. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people that want this information. You know, it's like I say, when I hear guys talk about women and their behavior, if it's not for them, they're not gonna change. But if it's for them, they're going to change. Oh, there we go. Real talk. I checked out your channel the other day. You did the video about. See, I keep doing this. That's why I gotta stay out the chat. About Anton, and you did a review on his channel. I like that. You know, I finished that up. That was pretty good. I commented on it too. But when it come down to it, man, like I keep saying, stay the course, get your money together. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. But The older we get, we should be making more wise decisions. We should start putting our kids, getting them more informed on things, and just start teaching. I mean, to a degree, like I said, it's not an excuse. It is not an excuse. We can't keep talking about money, and our parents never taught us this, and everything's online. There's guys who are fixing cars from YouTube videos, who are fixing their appliances from YouTube videos, that are putting in steps in front of their houses, that are putting decks on the back of their houses. You know, me and my friend, we actually looked at a couple of YouTube videos and got some tools together. We built a room. He has a bonus room upstairs, which he put his son in the bonus room, and this is a huge room over the top of over the house, and it's basically like a big bonus playroom. Me and this guy built a room for his son. I was like, wow, like we did it. No, cut the carpet out, 2x4s, got the drywall, screws, built the room. And the next thing he's doing is putting a closet, but built the room. I mean, a decent size for a queen size bed, dresser, you know, nightstands, two nightstands on each side, enough room for him to walk around, all that stuff inside there. And this dude still had a whole, still the bigger area of the bonus room. Still can go in there. Had his office to the side near the window looks, and still had the other area where the TV and put some sofas and stuff over there. Just major, man. And I'm like, that's crazy, you know. Like my thing is, that's why I'm trying to get this different house. I'm gonna build me a barn in the back. That's what I'm trying to go towards a rural area to where ain't got to do this coding stuff, man. The code, with the city and stuff like that. I'm handy, man. I'm pretty good, man. I'm work at it. But the point of reference is, man, guys start learning stuff, man. You're never too old to learn, learn. Excuse me. But to the degree, man, like I said, I'm gonna keep talking about money, keep talking about finance, keep talking about life insurance. Get you shout out to Alonzo Hall on YouTube. Get you some life insurance, man. I'm gonna keep pushing Alonzo's channel because, like I said, get you some life insurance. Focus on that's the main thing. If you got kids, you're leaving them to a degree with no generational wealth. Not leaving your kids anything, man. Like seriously, have an understanding. Come on. Yeah, I mean that's the benefit, man. That's why I want land. That's why I'm going to a rural area, man. I want land going to. I'm looking at so many people buying land. I found some land out going towards Athens, in Bogart, Georgia. It's right outside. It's the next town out from Athens. It was I think it was like 13 acres for 46,000. And I was like, okay. And I'm looking at Ellenwood because I found a nice house out in McDonough. I think it was like 350 for like 26 acres. 3 bedroom, 2 bath house. The house sucked, but just the acres, it had a little lake out there too. I was like, man, I wonder if I could put some fish in. I'm gonna get that junk. Man, they snatched that house up so quick, Because my thing was, I was gonna get it, drop another property on there, and then rent that house out that I didn't like, and just get the other property and just move into that. Get a loan and take care of that. You know, I mean, people got to understand they ain't building no more land, man. We can say that the difference if we look at Dubai, how they built those islands out there, but to the degree they're not building no more land. You know, when this whole thing happens with the dollar going down, the market crashing and all this stuff again, people are still gonna be paying on houses. People are still gonna be renting. You're gonna even if let's say everything is going digital, you still need somewhere to stay. You're gonna have to pay where you lay. So why not invest in buying a house for yourself? You know, to a degree, you're single, you're married. Look at the benefits of having that home as a major investment. Times get hard, you can actually, let's say you're a single man, you can start renting out the rooms in your house. You literally can rent out. I know a guy, he rents out his whole house. He moved out the house, moved in with this chick he was dealing with. This dude literally rented out his whole house. And there's two different stories. The first story, a guy I knew, he 5 bedroom house. Rented out all 5 bedrooms for 250, I think 250, 350. I think it was 350. Then he turned around and had a living room and the dining room. He put a door on the dining room. He the living room, he had like a formal living room and well the family room than the living room. So he put a door on the the living room, put some doors up right there. The dining room had sliding doors, which you put a lock on there and stuff. Turned both of those into a room. He had 7 rooms coming in 350 a month. The water, all that stuff was included. He had internet, no cable. That was back in the day when they had basic TV. So he was still booming, you know. And if you just getting by, TV is the last thing on your mind. You'll listen to the radio for entertainment. The majority of people had their phones anyway. You know, they entertain themselves like that. They had the internet. You can get a laptop. The price of a laptop compared to the price of a TV, and you had internet, there you go. You know, Gee, what's going on, man? I'm about to get ready to jump off. You need to check out JT the Bigger Figure, G. That's what I've been trying to get at you about. Checking out JT the Bigger Figure channel over there in Africa, man. And he doing some stuff. I think you'll be very much interested in him once you start looking at what he's talking about and what he's doing. You know, it's up to you just to critique and see. You know, like I always say, do your homework, man. You know, this is just to see. You gotta, in the 9 laws of self govern. You know, plant this seed and be patient. You know, be patient on the results. But this is a seed I'm just giving you to take a look at. But like I said, man, when it comes back to the money aspect, learning stuff, man, having an understanding what you're doing, you know. So, you know, the biggest thing is figuring out what you want to do, how you want to do it, far as with your family, far as for yourself, how you want to move. If you got a family, you got to have some money to take care of them, man. I was talking with this guy on a different channel, and we was talking about it. Every time someone dies, it's a reset. They don't leave anything to the kids. They don't have any homes. Alonzo talked about it best when he had the guy. He knew this guy personally. Dude had, you know, uh, um, um, magazine company, several other little business he was doing, and he invested in crypto. I think he said it was like $50 a week or $100 a month in crypto. Ultimately, the guy ended up dying. He had just got a King Ranch F-150, had a house, wasn't paid for. So his daughter probably inherited the house. Of course she inherited the car. She got to do is transfer it, everything over, whatever, pay it off or whatever. But like she inherited debt, and she was just graduating high school, going into college. She inherited a car with no job. She inherited a business she probably didn't have no idea of running. Because in most cases, like we're not teaching our kids our business so they can run it after we pass. We're only just letting them know that we have the business. You know, the truck, that's a debt she got to pay. The house, like I said, a debt. Even if she sell the house, you know, but to the point, it's stuck in probate. You know, they got to go through next of kin, which is her. Then they got to start making sure the proper procedures, that the taxes being paid, all this stuff. And even with the crypto, the crazy part about the crypto, what happens with crypto? Every crypto has a code, passcode, or dealt to that phone or laptop or whatever you use. If you don't know the code, can you get that crypto? No, it's lost. There's one guy, he had a crypto like three some million crypto on a laptop in the landfill. Can't find a laptop. He's not even supposed to be in the landfill. It's against the law to scavenge in the landfill. But at the height of him finding that laptop, what he can give to the people who helped him find it was far more greater. I mean, that money's gone. That money's gone. Even that's E. Hey, Jared, that's not even without the 12-word phrase, the passcode on the phone. Like most people have the passcode on their phone. I have a 6-digit code that I have for my crypto. I told my wife the 6-digit code. I told one of my twins 3 digits, and I told the other twin 3 digits. So y'all both have to get together to put the digits in my phone in order to go into my phone and get my crypto. They know this pass. I even got my phrases. I got my phrases written down. I contacted. I actually got to do that too. I got to get that together. I got to take my phrases and give them to one of my friends that deals with my finance. Me and him talk about finance and stuff. And the crazy part is, if you don't have that device where that crypto is locked in on, you lost every, like you literally you can't do anything. You can't do anything without the device. I got somebody right now that got so much million Shiba Inu and like crazy numbers. But if anything happened to this dude, oh, his crypto locked up. I was looking at Angry Man one time. He was talking about this cold wallet, to where you take all your crypto, put it on this USB, and then use your fingerprint to unlock it. But the thing is, it has a clause in it to where if you die, you can name a beneficiary of your crypto. I was like, ooh, so the people, they can unlock it. Anything that's on that device, they can deem whoever you give it to, your son, daughter, mother, wife, whomever, and they can take upon that cryptocurrency. I'm like, that's good. And it's a cold wallet. USB, you get the crypto, take it offline. It's not in limbo, it's not gonna get stolen, none of that stuff. When it's offline on that cold wallet, it can't be touched. It's out of the system, you know. And a lot of people got to get into that, man. Knowledge is power. Knowing what's going on. Yeah, man. I mean, that's the key. That's why I keep saying getting this knowledge is power. Find somebody that's in that realm. The first person I would start with is Alonzo, to see, he moves around in certain circles. So he might be able to find somebody to benefit you. I mean, there's guys in this space you probably can deal with to a degree, but Alonzo, for one, I would definitely holler at him if I'm gonna move that way, because that guy's into it, you know. But like I say, man, get back to it. Like, we getting older, man. We gotta start making better financial decisions with our life, for our kids, for our family, for ourselves. Taking responsibility of your health. I keep telling guys, if you want that model, you gotta be in shape, bruh. You know, For these women talking about take me as I am, it's a lot of dudes be trying to get taken as they is too. So you got to hold that L on responsibility. If you fresh and fit, you know, by all means, you might have to change some things about you. You know, you might have to change some things about you, bro. But my thing is this: grow where you appreciate it. I hear so many dudes talking about they want these slim chicks. I'm like, hey, to a degree, that slim chick might don't treat you good as another chick. I ain't saying what the look and all that is, but that's your look, that's your preference. You know, that's where you going when you appreciate it, man. That girl, she on your page, she on your page. She love you, she just love you. You know, me and Madu was just talking about this earlier. We was talking offline, guy from YouTube. We was saying to a degree, when it come down to it, a lot of men go through struggles and situations, you know, and the crazy part is when they deal with these struggles and situations, they they don't understand. How can I put this? They don't understand when you hear certain panels of people, they done been through the heartache and pain. They're warning you about this stuff not to go through it. They're not saying don't go through it the way I went through it. Learn from my mistakes. That's what I hear when I hear a lot of guys talking, but a lot of guys are not reading between the lines. Dudes on here got kids. They don't went through. They're not telling you don't go out there and have kids. They're telling you do it the right way. Cause I did it the wrong way. You know, and ain't no count on being. You can be married and still go through some type of pain. But the point of it is, know who you're dealing with. Stop busting in everybody and thinking you're gonna get, glorified fame and all this other stuff behind it. Figure out what you want out of a woman and go look for that. Some dudes settle, some dudes don't. But the point of it is, if you settling, you get what you get out of this situation. You know, deal with the person that you can deal with on a point of aspect of getting yourself together. Y'all growing old together, having money, and loving on one another. Like I told guys before, needs versus want. Needs versus wants. I married my wife. She's short. I like taller women. My wife is a little slimmer. I like bigger women. That was my want. My need is a mother for my kids, a woman that I can work with, and don't have all this crazy back and forth arguing and fighting. A woman that be there. I keep putting emphasis because it's all about my kids. You know, work with my kids, be there for my kids. If anything, my kids come first. They're my future. Those are like the key things I needed in a wife. Those are the key things I needed in my woman. And I got that from my wife. That's why I married her. She moved different than most women, you know. And for guys like, oh, you know, th- to a degree, there's a lot of black women out here that has that sass. But the point of it is the elevated of, is she gonna be able to work with me without all that? You know, there's multiple black women. I mean, they come with it. No matter the race. Nowadays, most women come with that, that sassiness. But the point of it is, they know how to turn it off for certain people. So I know when it comes, a lot of women ain't foolishness. They ain't foolish. When it comes down to that relationship with that right person, they hold back. They not about all that. You know, that's some scammers, man. People out here, these bots. But when it comes to a degree, man, you gotta have an understanding like the relationship you have is what you have because you accepted it. You know, when I hear guys talk about certain women how they are, you accepted it. Women be talking about how men did them a certain way, you accepted it. You know, BGS always talking about taking the L. A lot of people don't want to take the L in relationships. Yeah, man. A lot of people don't want to take the L when it comes to relationships, man. You know, you gotta have an understanding, like I keep saying, who and what you want to deal with. And then have an understanding of money. Both of y'all gotta have some type of grasp conversation. Like I said, for this year, I told my wife we're gonna stop spending so much money and focus on certain other things that we have in play that we need done, as far as business and finance. We both agreed and we sticking to it. It's just the first of the year, but that's the key. You're starting something, working together. She wanted to go shopping today. I told her no. What was the goal? What was the motivation that we talked about? You right. Well, I go window shop. I don't have a problem with you window shopping. I window shop all the time. I go places, look at stuff, and don't buy. I'm not having a problem with you window shopping. If you got to scratch that itch, go scratch that itch. Some people they just shopaholics, but to a level when she's controlling it, it's good. Hey, we might even have a go splurge $100 day or $200 day or something like that. One day out the month, or one day every 2 months or something like that, to where she can shop out and I shop out. But that's the point of having that goal, to where we don't save so much money and set aside, and we focus and we're on pretty much on board of what we need to be done. Yeah, we can go spin out a little bit, but that's the thing. We come to this agreement, we make these rules and regulations, and we working together. That's all I keep talking about, man. Working together, that's the type of woman you want to deal with in a relationship, man. Y'all have, to a degree. My wife, she didn't understand me getting so much life insurance. So I told her, if anything happened to me, you set, you know. And she's not getting all the money. I mean, I'm getting this trust everything together now, but I've broken everything down to where I'm even having to where my kids, my younger kids, when they get their money, they're not even getting their money all at one time. My younger kids are gonna be getting their money broke up to where they're gonna be getting it in increments. So let's say if something happened to me before 15, when they able to get a car, they're only gonna get like 10, 20,000. That's depending on inflation, 10 to 20,000 for a car. Then when they turn like 18 or 21, depending on school or not, they're gonna have to live, get an apartment. They might get close to 50,000, and then the rest will come later. At 24, 25, depending. And it all depends on the mindset too. Because my friend, if he's still around, and he's real big in business and conducting business, I already told him, man, if anything, you're gonna be over my finance, dealing with my wife, and it's we have this discussion several times, because it's one of my good business partners, close friend, but a business partner, and we have these discussions all the time about his kids, my kids. I was like, I'd rather my kids go with you than my family and everything, because this guy's hard, but he's fair, and he's a complete asshole when it comes to competition, and he's crazy with it, man. Sorry for cussing, but yeah, man, he's real competitive. He likes to win. That's why he's so good at what he does in business and a lot of stuff. He's real competitive about winning. Like, he had a situation with one of his kids, and he was saying that, you know, teaching his son karate or getting his son into something to, give him a level curve mindset when it comes to the kids around him and stuff. Like, he's coming from that mindset versus teaching them how to kick and all that stuff. Nah, not to defend yourself, to have a level headedness of a balance of, your response to your decisions that you make. And then that's the balance with, martial arts. Gold P talked about this. He's an instructor. I actually talked to his instructors about, going into martial arts with my boys, And they were saying the same thing I was looking at as far as coaching is a big part into it. Man, I'm supposed to be got off, but yeah, man, it's a big part into it. Coaching aspect. Who's actually coaching you? Who's giving you the information is key. They gives your child that mindset to elevate, to move, and be bigger. And that's the one thing I'm focusing on with my boys. Like I said, with the money wise being broke down, my wife knows she's gonna get a big chunk of the money, at least about 60 to 70% of the money. But the rest of it, I'm setting up for my boys. And then the crazy part is, I forgot about that. I gotta set aside money for their life insurance policy till they can pay it for themselves. If I'm not around, they got their own policy. I got them a universal policy, the best policy. Their policy is not as good as mine, but their policy, is the best policy. I get 7% interest a month. I think theirs is like 5 or 6% interest a month, but still good though. But the point of reference is, I'm setting them up to where if anything, they get older, they can go in their policy and be the bank themselves. Take money out, pay it back. They can take money out, let me know, and they get to a degree to be authorized on their accounts after 21, I think. Anyway, sorry about that, but that's the thing, man. I'm pushing, man. I'm trying to get these boys so hyped up about money to where they'll be ahead of the curve. Hell, my kids might even get married at 18. I got married at 25. They might get married at 18 to 21. They already know what they want. If I have them motivated and minds, like I told you, I got molded by so many men around me and my family. It was so many men giving me direction. In which, when it was time for me to get married, I was like, man, I'm ready. It wasn't that, man, if I do this, man. Like, even my homeboys, man, they was, hitting me up like, hey, you sure? Read some literature. You sure on the subject? We got your back like chiropractic, but if that do you dirty, we wipe up out in the turf. Yeah, players anthem. But yeah, man, they talked about it. They was like, man, you want to get married? 25, bro. I'm like, nah, bro, because if I'm looking at it from the angle, if I lose out on this one, who knows what good woman might come back in my life. So to a degree, I'm gonna go on and get married now. 25. I'm jumping. They call it jumping the broom. I'm going ahead and weigh in on this. And my thing heavy on it. Like I had I had my thought. You know, talk to talk to a lot of men, wives. I talk to a lot of divorced guys. I talk to a lot of married guys. And my biggest thing that I got from all them is it's on you. Figure out what you want and make sure you making the right decision. I mean, to this day, it's still standing 16 years, and I'm doing good. Like I keep saying, I told a guy today, I'm offering to this space 16 years of marriage, man, showing that it works if you pick, a decent person. It ain't the perfect person. Nobody's gonna find the perfect person. All these people talking about the perfect person, and I be listening to these channels talking about how they mold these women and put these women to a degree. You're molding and working with each other, just like you're benefiting your wife. Your wife is benefiting you when you put yourself in a different light, and your wife, she looks for the better. I always tell guys when it come down to it, this whole weave and stuff. I don't care how my wife hair looks as long as it look good. She can put weave in her hair and I tell her all that wig and stuff. I don't do the color, you know, the all that ratchet blue, red. Nah, we ain't doing all them colors. I'm not. I don't deal with the clowns, so I'm not gonna have that around me. You know, if my wife wanted to wear all them ratchet colors in her head, we wouldn't have got married. If she chooses to wear it now, we're gonna have that discussion. Cause like I said, I'm not walking around with no clown. That's a hard no for me. blonde, brunette, those just basic colors, but the whole social color, no, I'm not doing that. Just like with me, she ain't gonna be walking around with me with blue hair, you know, walking around my pants sagging, showing my drawers. I got some, I got some pride about myself. I don't even let my kids sag. I don't let my kids wear skinny jeans. I got some pride about myself. I'm showing them pride about theyself. You gotta let the boys breathe down there. Skinny jeans. But to a degree, one of my sons wears skinny jeans because he's skinny as hell. So skinny jeans look like regular jeans to him. But yeah, man, it's like when it come down to it, man, pick your battles. And I think I'm about to go and get off this time, man, because it is a little late. And plus, I gotta go put in, do a little work before I get ready to go to bed. Fix some stuff around the house. Handyman come home to do handyman work. But yeah, man, like I said, rebuild or destroy. And this area, man, YouTube is gonna have like all the guidelines changing for a reason. You know, Having issue about money and stuff. Know what you're doing. You know, Figure out the outcome. Learn money. Learn crypto. I'm about to get into Hey Mike, I'ma shout you out, man. When I do my NFT, man. When I do my NFT, man, I'm gonna put you on to my NFT. I'm gonna have about three of them coming out. I know you're gonna like one on real well, but it's something that you interested in and you into. But I'm gonna have three NFTs come out with one of my business partners. We're gonna have about three of them come out, and we're gonna get into the game, man. If I could do crypto, I would make me a crypto. I make me a crypto coin, man. Like I'm trying to get into this bit. The only way to win is if you play the game. You know. So my thing is, I'm trying to run it up, man. I'm look. I mean, I just seen Gary V. He did his NFT share thing. Dude made like $91 million in less than a month. He said he get 10% off of all the deals that get sold after that. He literally said he went to bed one night, got up on 10% sales. He made $256,000 off NFT sales. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. But like I say, man, let's get it together. Let's focus on the money. I'm not trying to be the last to the party. I'm not trying to be the first to the barbecue. I'm mediocre, man. I'm getting in between, man. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm not saying I'm the worst. I'm in between. I'm focused on, the issue at hand. I'm trying to get to the money. I'm trying to, just build, man. That's the thing I want guys to take away from this me being married in this space is I'm trying to push a level-headedness of growth, building, money, you know, for yourself, you know, for yourself first because you can't take care of your family if you're not taking care of yourself. You can't take care of yourself if you don't have the knowledge, the will to take care of yourself. Worry about you. And like always, we here, we gone till next time.